Okay, everyone. I feel like it's high time that I talk about this subject. I've been scared to talk about this topic in the past, and I think it's time for me to talk about it. At least before, I croak or whatever, which probably is a long time from here. But I want to talk about something that I saw in my past life. Now, I know a lot of people don't believe in reincarnation, or probably will find this video to be disturbing and unbelievable, but so be it. I take a deep breath because I don't know how people are going to take me anymore. It's bad enough that people don't take me serious, but I feel like I have to do this. In my past life, in Egypt, Kemet, I was known as Amenhotep, which means Amun is satisfied. Amun being the chief god of the ancient Kemets. Why I'm saying Kemet? Because there's a difference between Egypt and Kemet. And that is a topic for another story. But back to the point. I was Amenhotep, but I went by the name of Hungfoot. Yeah, I know that's crazy. Hungfoot? What kind of fucking name is Hungfoot? Well, I thought it was my initial name until I learned about my family, ancient family's history. About, the Tutmosides, the 18th dynasty of Egypt, King Tut. And I found out in my past life that I wasn't a mere servant to King Seti I. That I actually was a lost prince that came from the late 18th dynasty, the period of the Amarna family. And I was the youngest son of Akhenaten, the second child of him and his wife, Queen Kia, who just so happened to have been his secondary wife. Why am I not in the history books? Why is there nothing written on the walls, on the monuments? Well, you all can answer that yourself, because many things that has been done in Amarna are basically wiped out through history due to the fact of Akhenaten's great revolt. No one wanted anything in regards to that pharaoh to ever be found or ever to be known. Well, they failed to an extent. But before Akhenaten's regime ended, before the priest decided to almost wipe Akhenaten out of history, Kia herself was wiped out of history by Akhenaten. So any traces of her during that period was wiped away. And I'm probably sure you guys want to know what happened to Akhenaten, between Akhenaten and Nefertiti. I mean, Kia. But that is a topic for another time. I want to talk about and address the secret chambers that are hidden underneath the sands of Giza. There are some. But there is one, and I know there is one because Seti himself took me to one. Seti told me that only the kings knew about this ancient place. And only the kings had access to it. One day, I think it was one afternoon, Seti took me to this ancient site because it was ancient even for him. And he opened it. Seti showed me to open this secret chamber. One had to make a pyramid out of their knocks, like knocking on the door. So what Seti did is he knocked first up north center, which would be like the top of the pyramid. Then he went down to the east angle. Then he made the knock. Then he went to the other side to the right angle, in which a triangle angle will be at. The third triangle angle will be at. And then he knocked again. And thus the secret chamber opened. It opened magically, almost like it's just unexplainable. The access the riches, all the riches and gold and secrets in the temple, one had to go to the right, not to the left. And the reason why was a huge spike boulder would have come flying from the left and smash anyone who dared to try to enter from that side of the chamber. Seti took me down this chamber into another door, which to my surprise led to some controversial things. Some very controversial things. I know there has been talk about ancient aliens and that man has been visited by people from other worlds. But this chamber that I saw would have proved that. And when I saw what I saw, it kind of made sense. Because as you all know, that the tips of the pyramid, they were all made of gold. And I think the third pyramid is missing its tip. But lo and behold, the tip of the pyramid is within this chamber. And I believe that this star being crash landed here from Orion and knocked off this golden tip. And the ancients at that time didn't understand and didn't know what was going on, believed that it was a god ascending from the heavens. So what they did is bury this star being in a secret chamber where no man, no one but the kings or possibly even the priests knew about. Probably not too far away from the third pyramid. I believe that would be the pyramid of Menkaure or Khufu, one of those ones. But it's the third pyramid that's missing its tip. When we entered the tomb, there was nothing but gold, riches. You would think that many of Egypt's gold was within this chamber because there was lots of it. But that was not all. There was this body, this decomposing body that had an awful stench. It was foul and it was stink. It lit up the whole room. And there, lying on a stone slab, was a humanoid figure. Not like I've ever seen before in my life. Or any of my lives. But it was already decomposed. And what stood out to me that was different from all human beings was the eye sockets. The eye sockets was bigger than any human being that I ever seen on this planet. He or she's body has been laying there for some time now. And the ancients reserved the body. Not just the body, but its craft. Lying behind it was its spacecraft, a UFO. I don't know how the hell the ancients put that shit in there, but they did. They managed to do it. Said he made sure that I kept this chamber a secret, that I would never ever tell anyone. And I did such. Listen, I loved Seti. I loved Seti so much that I cherish everything about him, and I did as much. Did as he told. Until a couple of rebirths later. The point of this video is to allow people to know that there is things that are hidden out that no one knows about and have speculated about but aren't sure about. Whether this tomb chamber will be found, I don't know. But if it does, man oh man, it will debunk so many rumors, so many false allegations, so many lies. It will be the story of the century. Egypt still is rich with gold history. There's so much to unearth that has yet been discovered. In this chamber, This chamber, I believe, has gone untouched. I don't even think Ramses said he said knew about this chamber. I don't even think he knew anything about it, or the kings that followed him. Only Seti. Somewhere in Giza is out there. And I put it in my book for one day if someone would look at my book or whatever, so they can go search for it. To go find it. Now, don't come looking for me, because I'm gonna tell you right now, my memory is vague. And at that time, I was able to remember it, so that's why I written it. But I would like to see it open. It would be such an adventure. It would almost be like being on an Indiana Jones movie. Okay, Terrell, back on topic. But yeah, there is a lot of mystery underneath the sands of Giza waiting to be explored, and I hope one day that they do. Thank you everyone for listening, and this is Terrell, and I'll see you guys on the next video.